So story time real quick. I do want to show off some new movies I just got. But I also want to share an experience I had this evening. And that's why I look like shit. That's why the AC is on. That's why the fan is on. Usually I would turn all that stuff off so that way there'd be good quality sound. But I'm tired. I'm a little stressed out, but it's not that big of a deal. And I'm going to tell you why. So I work a delivery job. I deliver pizzas, and it was about 9 or 10 o'clock, and I drove over this really big pothole that I didn't see because it was dark, and my car, which was in drive, jumped into reverse. Even though it was still technically in drive, it jumped into reverse. And no matter what gear I put it in, like it wouldn't go into park or anything, it would stay in reverse. And I couldn't shut it off. I couldn't switch gears. And even when I was able to get just a little bit, it was still stuck in reverse. And obviously that's scary. And thankfully the brakes still worked, but there was nothing I could do. I couldn't put it in park, couldn't turn the damn thing off. So I called 911 because I was just like, I was dumbfounded. I didn't know what the hell to do. It was obviously an emergency situation, and I could only hold on to the brake for so long. And there was a house about 15 feet behind me. So I called the cops, and the Fairborn police. They showed up within like 20 to 30 seconds after I called, and they helped me to turn the vehicle off. And they helped me put some cinder blocks underneath the tires so that way it wouldn't move while it was in neutral. And then I waited for towing, and I got it towed. And unfortunately, it looks like I'm not going to be able to get it fixed until a couple days from now. But I'm just glad that nobody was hurt, and that, thank God, the brakes still worked. Otherwise, I would have backed into a tree or a house. Granted, I wasn't going that fast, but I'm just glad that it wasn't as bad as it could have been. But it's stressful for sure, and luckily my insurance will cover it if it ends up being something crazy or super expensive, because it's technically a collision. But I'm just glad that everything was resolved with only damage to the vehicle, because honestly, I'll always maintain that my well-being and the well-being of everybody else, that's my number one fear while working, is actually hitting somebody or not being in control of my own vehicle, because it's just it's a scary thought. But I'm glad to be home now, and it looks like I might be home for a couple days waiting for the damn thing to get fixed. But I had some Criterion stuff show up in the mail while I was at work, and I wanted to unbox it because I need to show off something. I need to have something a little bit more fun, and so let's open this real quick. Now, Criterion is really great because it takes classics and it restores them. It has all sorts of really great features. And here's the first one. It's Cat People. I haven't seen this, but I love black and white films. Just look at that cover. And it's chock full of special features. Restored in 4K. But this movie came out in 1942, and like I said, it's black and white. It's a sort of tragic romance from what it sounds like. Let's see what kind of goodies we got inside. It comes with a poster. So I thought it was a booklet at first, but it looks like it's actually a poster. Yeah, that's a poster. It's a really, check that out. Isn't that cool? And then on the back is a little information about the movie. This is super cool. See, this is why I love Criterion, because they go all out. And then, of course, on the inside cover, take the disc out real quick. I'm not sure exactly what this is supposed to be, but it's got a little bit of detail in there as well. And the CD is awesome. The next is Vampire, I think is how that's pronounced. I think this might be a silent film. Let me see real quick. It's a German horror film. I don't know if this is silent. It came out in 1932, so this might be a talkie. Yeah, that's real nice. And let's see what we got going on in here. So I've got a bunch of these already for different films, and it's like they're all really top notch. They all look. The transfers are super nice. It's like that feels really good. Let's see. So there's the actual DVD case. It's got a skull on the back. That's the inside. And here's a little booklet all about the movie. And then this, an even bigger booklet. Wow. All about writing a screenplay. I can't wait to dive into that. That's quite hefty. Yeah, this is a good 200 pages right there. Nothing else inside the box. Stick that right back in there. Man, these are just super impressive. If you're wanting to buy old classic movies, Criterion, Anchor, Scream Factory, Shout Factory, those are good places to go with. Next is a Hitchcock movie. It's called Rebecca. That's it right there. I have not seen this, but I think this is also a romance. Yeah, it's a romance / psychodrama. This came out in 1940, so this is one of Hitchcock's earlier films. I mean, about almost 20 years before he made Psycho. And thankfully, there were no pesky stickers. It's like that's the worst thing on either books or movies is getting stickers on these things that end up ruining it. This one also comes with a booklet. Nice size booklet. And that's the inside. Really great quality. This is really great stuff. It's like, again, I can't recommend the Criterion collection. I mean, I'm going to have plenty of time to watch these this weekend, I guess, without not being able to go into work. And then last but not least, Crimson Peak by Guillermo del Toro. I didn't love this movie on first watching, but I want to give it another shot because it reminds me of those classic horror movies that would have starred like Boris Karloff or Vincent Price. It's a very haunted house movie. It's visually stunning. I mean, I'll give it that, even though I wasn't crazy about it, but I could see myself really loving this. I mean, if you're a fan of The Haunting of Hill House or The Haunting, this is a really good one to get into. And I mean, of course, if you're a fan of Guillermo del Toro overall, this is a good one. But of course, like the other ones, and this is actually, my bad, this is a Arrow video one. But theirs are just as good. To see the Arrow video. This is not Criterion, so that's my fault. But again, these come with just really great stuff. This one has got a reversible cover. There's the CD. There's the reversible cover. Now I prefer this one with the red ghost. So there it is again. It's like that'll be the one I end up keeping. This Arrow video is also really, really good. But yeah, so these are the four movies I got in the mail. Again, Criterion and Arrow, both really good stuff. Hope everybody's doing well, staying healthy, staying sane. Just make sure that you're being nice to each other. Lots of stuff to still be thankful for. I mean, if you're at home, watch movies, read a book. I can think of a couple by a certain A. Charles Ross that might be good. But yeah, it was a stressful night, but movies and just being thankful for life is just something to take away from everything. Hope everybody's doing good. If you have got anything from Criterion or Arrow, comment below. Let me know what you thought. What's your favorite movie that they've transferred? Let me know. Let's talk about it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great night. Bye.